You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we got some more information. We found out yesterday, a shocker. We knew a meeting was taking place between the state of Kansas and their lawmakers, decision makers, and the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, we found out, I think not even before the meeting took place, this, that, and the other. The shocker was Kansas City Chiefs were moving to Kansas, leaving Arrowhead Stadium, where they've been since 72. Now, we know there was a vote a while back for Jackson County, and the voters said, no, we don't want a sales tax increase to fund renovations for Arrowhead. And at that point, I was like, uh-oh, that's not good. Now, I find this rather interesting. This just came out that the move to Kansas is, quote, a shock to the system for Missouri politicians. I don't know. I was looking at the profile of the mayor there, and I was like, good God, this is ridiculous. The Chiefs would cross the border from Missouri to Kansas in 2031. The team's decision was characterized by one key Missouri politician as a stunner. Quote, no matter how long we had to think about this as a possibility, it's still a shock to the system, Missouri House Speaker Jonathan Patterson told the Kansas City Star. It shouldn't have been. It was, as it usually is, about money. Jackson County, Missouri voters overwhelmingly rejected in April of 2024, a video we did on this channel, the potential extension of an existing sales tax to fund a renovation at Arrowhead Stadium, along with a new park for the Kansas City Royals. Kansas was able to come up with a better deal for a more versatile, domed football stadium that can host other events and presumably attract a Super Bowl. That's what all this is about. All right, on the potential Chicago Bears move to Indiana and/or Arlington Heights, either one, it's about getting a dome stadium. Cleveland, dome stadium. Why? They want the Super Bowl. They want WrestleMania. They want these indoor events, particularly when weather may or may not be great outside. They don't want it to be a factor. All right? Tractor pulls, the whole nine, all of it. That's a lot of money for these guys. I mean, I can't tell you what all it is. Jerry Jones is constantly hosting college football games, all right, at big ones at AT&T Stadium. Texas State high school football playoffs was at Texas Stadium just this past weekend. Well, all these, Lamar Hunt and that Clark Hunt family are in and around Dallas. And they're sitting back and watching Jerry do all these things that they're like, we want to be part of that. Quote, unfortunately, team ownership had decided to abandon Lamar Hunt's legacy at the iconic Arrowhead Stadium, a place that Chiefs fans have rallied around since 1972. Governor Mike Chloe said in a statement, at Arrowhead, every game feels like a Super Bowl. No new stadium will replicate that. And Missouri isn't surrendering, at least not yet. Missourians do not give up easily, Jackson County Executive Phil Lavata told the Star. The Chiefs are still Jackson County's team for many years, and we will remain supportive of them, but also are here with a plan in case the shock and awe Kansas proposal isn't as wonderful as we are hearing it is. Regardless, Missouri had its chance. Even when Kansas emerged as a viable alternative, Missouri didn't seem to muster the necessary urgency to keep the Chiefs from moving across the border. The people spoke in 2024 loudly and clearly. They opted to not pay extra sales taxes to partially fund renovations to a stadium that most teams can now easily afford to finance on their own. Kansas saw an opportunity to pay for a well over half of a multi-billion-dollar facility as Kansas prepared to pounce, Missouri remained paralyzed. While some politicians will inevitably blame other politicians because everything for politicians has a political angle, the simple truth is that the citizens of Jackson County rejected an opportunity to pay for the renovation. That opened the door for the Chiefs to pack up and move to a new home on the other side of the border. That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. Florio's got that right. All right. I don't see eye to eye on a lot of things Florio talks about, but he is right. And I've followed this for a long time. When that sales tax did not get extended, it was an oh crap moment, right? Now, well, why would voters choose to do that? Well, even a newly renovated stadium brings a lot of jobs. You know, if they renovate the stadium, maybe they can attract even more business in and around the stadium itself, etc. Plus the jobs at the stadium. Now, I don't know how far away exactly the new stadium's going to be. These people that work there may all just drive to the new stadium, and frankly, I assume that's exactly what they will do. So the people are thinking, well, we're going to keep our job, and I can guarantee you one thing, right? Where these stadiums go in, this is the plan at Arlington Heights in Illinois for the Bears, and in Cleveland. They want to create these huge entertainment districts with all kinds of restaurants and hotels and, you know, Top Golf and all this stuff. Dave and Buster's being down the road. We all know how that goes. And that's a lot of money. It's a lot of jobs. It's, you know, infrastructure, construction, the whole nine. It's interesting. I was telling John because we shot the video of them leaving and put it on the main channel yesterday, the big channel. And I said right then and there, I said, boy, this seems like a lot of change for the Kansas City Chiefs all at one time. Like there is a true sort of, I don't even want to call it passing of the torch. It's like a flame that is burning out, and they're going to have to rebuild. They're going to have to rebuild the team. They're moving eventually. All of this. You know, by the way, 2031, that's 6 years from now. 6 years from now. Let me just go in and look, because I can guarantee you one thing you won't have in 6 years. Right? You're not going to have Andy Reid in 6 years. We know one thing. Travis Kelce probably retiring. And let me just look. In 6 years, Patrick Mahomes is 36 years old. He does not come across as a quarterback that's going to play as long as somebody like Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady. Maybe he will. I don't know. But he's a bigger, sort of thicker guy, this and that and the other. Those guys are like tall and lanky. Their body fat's real low. And who knows? Maybe Patrick Mahomes undergoes some kind of transformation there and uses this injury opportunity. But, you know, Chris Jones is going to retire at some point very soon. Andy Reid's going to retire. Boy, Chiefs fans, you had yourself a dynasty. A lot of change now. So it may be a shock to the politicians. It's a shock to Chiefs fans. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.